for some reason now the algorithm of YouTube is making these people show their faces on camera because people are complaining that they're AI, and there are some videos who are like that. They lazy little people who type in the stories and the AI will read it out to them, and they put it on YouTube and get viewers. So okay, so YouTube has decided that some people have to put their faces on AI to keep their channel.
That makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that makes
Welcome to the new world.
So
I watched a really fascinating conversation on AI today.
this is one of the guys that I listen to, and I like him because he has a character, Karen, and some of the stuff that's is so funny because he will go back and forth argue with his alter ego and stuff like that. It's really funny. This, however, is the funniest thing he ever done because he literally got real on this story in the middle of reading the story.
Have to pay at this machine. It legitimately pains me to write this one because I love this barbershop. My barbershop. I go here all the time with my sons. Always great haircuts. Today's malicious compliance has to do with trying to simply pay the bill. My son got his crazy 16-year-old haircut. His cut took a lot longer than mine, so I waited until both of us were done to pay. Then it was time to pay as my son walked towards me. I checked his cutout with cash in hand as I heard a man yelling, "Sir, sir, hey, you need to pay." Okay. I started to walk towards him with my clearly visible cash, but he wasn't looking at me. He said, "You can't not pay. You come over here and pay right now." I tried handing him cash. He slapped it out of my hand. He slapped my hand so hard that 2 of the bills fell out. Then he said, "You need to pay at this machine," slapping his hand hard on the machine. I was upset at this point and embarrassed because I could feel the awkwardness in the air. Enter malicious compliance. I was livid. I decided, hand still stinging, I'm choosing today to stick up for myself. I slapped my money the way he slapped my hand, directly on his machine. I kept picking the machine up, scanner, to look for a hole to put the cash into. I tried flattening it, bending it, folding it, whatever it took to shove this money into the machine. Then it finally happened. The man lost his mind. "Why did you not tell me it was cash? Why? Why?" I could have argued. I just stood there staring, knowing he would spin himself into a tizzy. He totally did, but not in the way I could have expected. He ripped my money, threw it in the air, yelled and walked away, pushing barber's chairs that... This is so fake. It's so fake. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on.
Why they gotta show those cute pictures of the fuzzy animals?
It's better than those car pictures where they're jumping between.
Yes, but I have to look away because I get distracted. I'm like, oh, cute animal. And then I stop listening to the story. So,
Like I just like the way that now we have some creators. It's just like,
oh, that's so fake, man.
That never happens at no barber. And of course, I know because
I didn't understand. I'm mad at myself because I'm sitting here thinking, what machine and why are you so pissed off? Like, I don't get what is going on.
I like when he gave up and just scrolled through the story. That was
yeah. And I read some of the stuff that he was saying through the story, and it was like he's hitting Bob. I slowed it down, Tracy, because I wanted to read what was he was skipping over, and it just got worse because it was like, and he was knocking over barber chairs, and people were stealing the chairs, and then there was people that was holding him back, and he didn't know if he was. I'm like, oh yeah, this is bad. This is not real. This is terrible. It's actually terrible writing if you kept scrolling and reading. It's like I'm mad at myself, like I said, because I should have called it at. What machine are you talking about?
I want to know what barbershop, because the ones I see ain't got no machine in it. You pay at the cash register. You'd be lucky if they have a thing that takes debit or credit cards.
I've had some that do debit and credit card because they can do it from their phone now. You know,
Oh
they
yeah,
put the
you
little
can't.
thing in, you can do it from your phone, but the majority of it is cash. But I'm like, what machine? And then he snaps the machine, and then he's folding the machine, and it's like,
I mean, if he had said a laundromat, okay. Now you
what
know
are
I know
you
about the
doing?
laundromat
So
with them
you got
bad
it.
dollar bills.
And thank you to this dude. Just like,
He didn't
okay,
show his face though.
where's Anna going?
I don't know, but that's her
Oh,
dog.
Oh, hey,
oh,
Sati.
hey, Chauncey, how you doing?
Somebody was just looking so cute, or just had to say hello. I can show you cute fluffy animals too. See? Everybody got distracted. See?
He does.
Yeah, but you weren't telling a story.
You wasn't telling a story
Like
though.
a long, pointless, didn't make no sense story. Like,
And
Oh,
look, the camera thing you was doing be one of them camera things that you couldn't watch because you was just like up and flipped.
I
Like,
didn't know where I was. Sorry.
so it was like,
I was thoroughly confused by the whole story. So I ain't been to a barbershop since I was 20 years old. And I'm sitting there like, why is the language so chopped up? Is this just like being translated from another country? Or like, it was weird.
Hmm.
The whole thing
well,
just,
like I said,
but
Thea,
I was believing it. So I don't know.
you believe the story about the machine in a barber shop?
Yeah, I mean, what? Every
What
barbershop
barber
ain't
shop
like your
have you
corner
seen with
barbershop.
the? I mean, I'm even talking about the
what
nice
Well,
ones.
I told
machine?
you I
The-
ain't been in a barbershop in 20
Oh,
years.
Like
So
a
that's
credit
one. And
Oh,
card
then
machine?
two,
not a
a
credit
credit
card
card
machine. He
machine
put
can
the
be
money.
somewhere
He
or
had physical bills
Somewhere
because
to.
he said he
right,
knocked the
but
money out of my hand.
the
Okay.
guy who was going berserk was only expecting card payments. So
Good
when the
point,
guy was
Parker.
sitting there playing with physical money, he got mad because he felt like it was picking on him, and then he spun out of control. And that part I was still believing because people are
Mm,
flat out crazy,
they
and they
are.
will
Yeah.
go
but this is
berserk
what was
over the dumbest thing.
this is what was throwing me, Theas, was he was holding the cash out, and the guy slapped his hand.
Yeah,
You got
for
to pay
what?
over here. You got to pay over
Pay
here. So
over
he goes
here.
to the machine, and then you go, "Why you didn't tell me you were paying with cash?" And I'm like,
You saw it in his hand.
You saw it. You slapped the hand. You literally slapped the hand of the dude
See,
that was
that's what
holding
made
the
me
I'm just
want to.
cash.
saying, I get it that it's not real because like the dude said it wasn't, and y'all say it isn't. So I mean, I agree
Uh,
with y'all, but
mm,
I just don't place anything past people to do dumb stuff.
Well,
And
I
people are
mean,
so
I
prideful.
agree there.
People are
I'll
so
give you that.
prideful
Just
that they
be
could sit there and see
thinking
the money in your hand and still insist that reality is not happening to them,
right?
and that
Right?
you are twisting
Right.
reality to piss them off.
Yeah. You hey, so you ripped up the money too? Like, uh
perhaps he should find another barber shop.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good fit. He needs to stop her.
or